Welcome back to another video. Today I'm explaining Konan's abilities and just her abilities and her backstory a little bit. I've already done how strong was she in a different video. Of course, I'm going to put that video at the end of this video, so if you want to watch it, you could go check it out. But if not, you don't have to. Anyway, of course, Konan was in the one of the original founding members of the Akatsuki, along with Yahiko and Nagato. Now, when Yahiko, of course, ends up dying, the control, of course, goes to Obito, as Obito now has to manipulate Nagato and Konan to do whatever he wants. Outside of that, outside of that, she is from the Hidden Rain Village. Became the village head after Nagato's death. I didn't think they had a Kage for real. As well as she was still trying to bring peace and prosperity to the Rain Village and hopefully uplift them as much as they can to the other four great nations. Now, when she was young, her family was killed during the Second Shinobi World War. Of course, she was taken in by Jiraiya along with Nagato and Yahiko to be trained to be able to defend themselves in a harsh land as the Rain Village. Now, why Jiraiya doesn't bring those three back to the Leaf is most likely those three attachments to the Hidden Rain Village. Remember, the original Akatsuki is meant to bring up the Rain Village, to bring peace, to bring prosperity, and hopefully the four great nations recognize them as an entity that needs help, because they are overrun by gambits, criminals, and all that. Basically, no man's land. Anyway, since she's an S rank Kunoichi ninja, she's one of the weaker Akatsuki members, since she only has that paper transformation. Now, she does have nature transformations, including wind, water, earth, and yang release. In anime, she was also revealed to be a sensory type. So she does have different releases that she can use at any moment with her papers. She can use paper clones to fight in her place. She can even hide explosive tags within them to catch an enemy off guard. She could harden her paper with chakra to make weapons such as spears, shuriken, and chakram-like weapons, and as well as make fire paper from the wings. She can also do, and she barely takes damage within her paper because of the hardening effect. So Jiraiya's fire release was barely in effect on her. She is also able to produce and fold enough paper to mimic environmental surroundings, as she suggests as a giant tree that used for Nagato's base of operations. She was also able to disguise her paper as the lake of the Rain Village. So it was real nice that they can take different form to help her within any use of the art. The only downfall of Konan, of course, even though being an S-rank shinobi, she is still one of the weaker Akatsuki. Just called a benefactor, we really don't see her take on anyone that serious. Jiraiya, Obito already outclassed her. Obito is kind of caught off guard with how much, Konan can excessively use. But since she's just spamming one button for her attacks, she mostly loses in all her fights. Not gonna lie, I don't think she's won one fight in the Naruto thing, and I could not tell you if she went. Oh no, she went after the Six Tails, so she is able to fight along with her partner on the Six Tails. But granted, her partner was Pain. So anyway, if you wanted to rank her, at least for the strength wise, again, I did the video on that and more in depth. I put her around the Six Tails level, or of course just under that, because her partner was Pain, so like 3, 4, 5 tails level within Tailed Beast. So if she had to fight, like, she would lose against Sage Mode Naruto. But if she fought Orochimaru with no arms, she gets that dub. Anyway, like, subscribe, or any version of Sasuke before EMS. Yeah. So anyway, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.